how closely have you been following the Conservative leadership race?
Moderately. I think they're in disarray. I don't know if they can salvage anything before the election, so it's kind of it's a nothing burger right now as far as the leadership race.
Zero, not closely at all.
Why not?
I'm not interested in it. I have zero interest in it. When the candidate appears, I will engage.
Not really, no. You know, I'm because of what's been going on in the past 2 years, I've almost lost my interest in politics. I just feel like everybody's corrupt, and I just have so little time for it. And that's unusual for me. I'm quite political. I've campaigned, I've worked on things, but what's going on right now, it's really difficult to trust that we are being governed.
I am. I think that the recent statistic of, I think, about 600,000 Conservatives have been registered to vote. I think it's quite astonishing. We are seeing a race, a Conservative leadership race that really hasn't been seen before in terms of popularity. I mean, you have Pierre Poilievre, whose social media presence has sort of made him a substantially popular figure. And he has a lot of followers, dedicated followers, and which is sort of reflective of the growing populist movement that's occurring in Canadian politics, specifically in Conservative politics.
Probably not as close as I should be, if I'm fully honest with you.
Why?
Well, for me, there's, with my life, just a lot going on. So with work, trying to do that, paying attention to school. So I try to, I've been trying to do more, but, and like I said, I probably should be doing more, but it can be tough sometimes. So that's just me personally,
Not particularly. There'll be a lot of blunder and hot air for a while, and someone will get elected, and then they could start saying totally different things after that too. So we'll wait and see what happens. Yeah.
How do you feel about the candidates that they have?
They seem, I don't know, I haven't looked into them. Yeah, I haven't looked into them.
I haven't been following it in the sense of being that really interested in who wins it. I've been following it just because it's on the news, and it's always kind of a bit of a comedic relief at the end of the day. Yeah, but I'm not following it as a Conservative person, no.
To an extent, not too much, but yeah, somewhat. So I feel that they have policies that they're just talking about it, but then when it comes to implementation, that's where we kind of see, not really much steps being done on the ground, and that's what's hitting us the most, I believe. So it's one thing to say that we will be doing this in terms of policies and change, but implementation is another story.
Not as much as I should be, honestly, but I think it's because personally as a student I've been viewing the Conservative Party as a little bit of a joke recently in terms of their leadership, so just watching them continuously choose someone that's not actually representing Canada, it's just kind of not on my radar anymore.
I'll say I usually was a Conservative, but I've been kind of changing my mind a bit. I just find it almost reminding me of the Republican Party, and I am totally against that. So I'm in more into the middle, and I'm not into a left or a right. I find them too far one way or the other sometimes, and that doesn't really appease me at all. So,
it's going to be interesting to see who takes it. It's a struggle, coming up with the right angles. They're all politicians, so it's tough. It should be interesting.